Wow, it's been a while, huh? A lot has happened. New Kaineng City, strike missions, agender engineers. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm here to play some Guild Wars factions. Yeah, it has been a hot minute since I have played this game and since I've been active on this channel. I've been quite busy in real life, actually. I may or may not have gotten married since the last time that we talked here on this channel. But despite all the changes in my life and in the Guild Wars world, that doesn't mean that we can't stop and revisit the greatest game of all time. If you'll remember, last time I was doing a series on this channel, we took my boy 6 over here through factions, except I didn't finish it. You may be thinking, hey, Doombox, you beat Shiro, you murked that bad boy. But yeah, we may have murked Shiro, but there's an entire half of the map that we didn't explore yet. If you recall, we reached a crossroads here when we did Sunjang District and reached Matu Keep. We had the choice of going Luxon into the Jade Sea or going Kurzick into the Ekavold Forest, and we ended up going Luxon. So I did all these missions and quests, but I haven't done this half of the map at all. So in order to have like a fully complete series on this channel, I need to go back and do this stuff. So I'm going to simultaneously reacclimate myself to the game while doing one of the hardest missions in the game, which is Eternal Grove. So this will be interesting. That one was notorious for being pretty difficult back in the day, and it's been like a good year since I've played Guild Wars 1. So this should be pretty entertaining. What do I do? Yes, okay, so the quest guides you here, and it guides you here, so I believe I have to go to House Zuheltzer and just talk to my boy Count Zuheltzer. See what he has to say. Befriending the Kurzicks. Oh gosh. Oh no, I have to farm 10,000 faction. I forgot about that step. Dude, you should just let me in. I'm literally in a guild called Knights of Ekavold. That should be proof enough that I'm a friend of the Kurzicks. Speaking of which, if you want to join my guild, you can check the link in the description for a link to my Discord. Dang, dude, how do you even farm faction in this game in 2022? I guess you could do quests. Oh, actually, you know what? This is just a random paragon I created a couple years back, but I believe there's a quest out here. Is it? Yes, Brower Academy. There's a repeatable quest that you can kind of grind for faction. Okay, dang it, I have so much Luxon. Okay, I'm at 6,500 Kurzick. That's actually not too bad. I can knock this out pretty quickly. Unfortunately, it's not going to be super entertaining, so I may as well cut some of this out if I have to, but I'll just show you the run just so you can see the entire run first. Obviously you want to go over to the priest and grab your buff here. This is kind of like a mini Doombox guide. This is how you farm Kurzick faction in 2022. Let's talk this over. Whatever, I'm gonna bribe him because I don't care about money in this game. Okay, so you get your Kurzick buff here. And Duel Master Vaughn, talk to this guy. And this is like a super quick quest. You can just run over here. It's like right outside the door. And it's a highly repeatable quest. You just basically kill like 5 dudes essentially. And okay, I need to mute my phone. Rookie mistake. I forgot the #1 rule of recording a video. It's been so long, I'm rusty, dude. Anyway, you go to this spot and you just fight some some Kurzick dudes. These are all the like heads of the Kurzick houses, so it's kind of interesting. Like Luke Gardis and who else is here? I don't know, but it's just some like Kurzick fighting tournament essentially, and you get faction for killing all these guys because of this faction buff, and when you complete the quest, you get a pretty good faction reward as well. Yeah, so that was it. I literally finished the entire quest, get the reward, 400 faction, go back to town, rinse, repeat. Pretty simple, but pretty not entertaining for a video. So I guess we'll get creative with what happens here. Let's see, okay, 6,900. Nice! Get our quest, get our buff, bribe. Oh, dude, he's going for it. Yeah, on this Paragon, I was running this heroic refrain build, which is super OP. It's like really busted, but it's such a pain to use. You have to like buff up all of your allies with this shout, wait for it to recharge, and cast it again just down your line. And since it's a refrain, you have to be sure that a shout is always active so it can renew the refrain. And I think I brought They're on Fire because it's a 10-second shout that has a 10-second recharge, so this is like the best way to indefinitely keep it up. It's just kind of like an unfun build to play, but it's too good to not use. I think it's quite literally the best build in the game, because Heroic Refrain gives you +3 to all your attributes, and if you buff yourself with it, I think you can get that to +4. So you essentially turn all of your heroes into like god mode. So it's really great for hard mode stuff. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty quick, I think. This is, oh gosh. They done aggroed. Wait, I like legit didn't take the quest. But at least I have the Kurzick buff so we can get faction points while I run back. Because I'm a moron. It's funny, that was always my, like, my biggest weakness when streaming and stuff, is whenever I, like, talk about something, I, like, fail to focus on the game correctly. It's so funny, like, for whatever reason, my brain just has a genuinely hard time doing the multitasking. I'm like, oh, let me talk about these daggers, and then just forget to get the quest. So if you're wondering why my Paragon is using daggers, which is pretty unusual, bribe the shrine, it's because these are the anniversary daggers from the 15-year anniversary. They released a bunch of new weapons that have unusual attribute requirements. So, for example, this is a pair of daggers that requires the leadership attribute, which is pretty cool because as a Paragon, normally in order to use daggers, you'd have to go part assassin and spec into dagger mastery, but I can just use my primary leadership attribute and get full damage off of these daggers. And daggers are just better on a Paragon in my opinion because they attack faster than the spear, which lets you in turn gain adrenaline quicker and use save yourselves more frequently, which is obviously a good goal to strive for. But I also just like prefer melee gameplay because I'm a warrior at heart, so this lets me kind of play this interesting hybrid assassin Paragon like dual sword warrior type class essentially. And also it's better for splinter weapon. As you can see, I'm splintering all these people, but it is kind of funny I'm talking about like a Paragon right now, even though this series is technically about a ritualist. Maybe the Paragon thing is foreshadowing for something. I'm actually gonna intentionally pull these guys so we can get more kill faction. Seems like a good idea. Dude, my my entire party just got wiped in normal mode. Okay, so noted. Don't make all the heroes stand in the same spot, otherwise you'll get murked by unsteady ground. Gosh darn it. Now they're all fully rezzed. Oh my goodness. Dang, that was rough. I'm gonna be out here for longer than I thought. Alright, one more of these runs and I should have 10k faction. Alright, let's do this. Final run. Let's make it a good one. Oh gosh, it's the Mesmer group. These are like the worst ones. The Browers, dude. When they spawn, it's bad news bears. These guys are seriously the hardest group. Even in normal mode, they will mess you up. Because they use unsteady ground, which can like wipe your entire hero group. And they have a bunch of anti-melee block stuff. Plus just annoying interrupts. So if you get the Browers, you're in for a bad time. These guys, honestly, worst Kurzicks. Worst Kurzicks in the game. They're just the worst. Okay. Alright, that should do it. Sweet, 10k faction. Alright, now I can actually go back on the correct character. Mr. Count Zuhelzer, I have your juicy 10k faction. Now let me in! Let me into the Kurzick hood. Okay, so Defenders of the Forest. Is this the primary quest? Danica speaks highly of you. Boy 6! You might not be Kurzick by birth, but you are fast proving yourself worthy of becoming an honorary Kurzick. Great! Just what I always wanted. Let me just make sure this is primary. Okay, Defenders of the Forest. Okay, I have to speak to all these dudes. The ex-Redemptor Berta? What did she do to get expelled from her Redemptor status? Now that's some Guild Wars lore that I want to know. Alright, so I've got Gothic Girlfriend and Beta Simp. Oh yeah, Bay 6. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. I brought Bay 6 with me because she was the first character for my Prophecies playthrough. And, guess we could bring Beta Simp and Gothic Girlfriend, obviously. Icy Veins Minion Master, not bad. Beta Simp, what is he running? Good old-fashioned E-Surge, always a classic. I guess we'll bring Gwen too, E-Surge. These guys probably have like nothing good. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna bring Henchies for the rest. Shouldn't she be on guard? Also, what? She doesn't have a sword equipped? What? What happened here? Oh, birthday present. Great. Did I like strip her stuff off because I don't know what I did. Oh yeah, I think I moved her items over so she could have the exact duplicate of all the other items, but then I took it off again evidently at some point, so there's a shield. Long Sword of Shelter, that's... Oh, there you go. There you go, basics. Fiery Gladius. That's actually... Wait, that's a good weapon. That's got good mods on it. I don't know where I got that from. Let's get this trash Magma Shield. Received physical damage -1 while enchanted. Well, it's better than nothing. There you go, basics. Alright, henchies. What henchies do you have available in the Kurzick lands? Let's find out. Oh yeah, dude, you get to get the wallows here. The big boys. Even though they're probably really bad, I'm gonna bring them just for the meme of it. Brutus and Sheena, dude. Look at these. Look at these big boys. Where were these guys in End of Dragons? Why didn't they bring them back? Okay, we obviously need some sort of support, too. That would probably be a good idea. Professor Gay? Does he do healing? I don't even remember. Danica, heal henchman. That's probably better. Alright. Our team is dressed for success. Let's do this. Gotta go speak to all these dudes. Dude, they're like way out there. Alright, let's venture out into the Echo Vault. Just pretend that we didn't spend an entire time there faction farming for like an hour. But yeah, so this is the Echo Vault Forest. Obviously, if you watched my factions playthrough all the way through, you will know that I'm a huge fan of the Jade Sea. I am a Jade Sea for life kind of guy, but that doesn't mean I dislike the forest. It has its perks, you know. It's kind of cool, but I just like the Jade Sea better because I like the nautical theme and I like oceany stuff. Dude, stop running, you mantises. I want to kill you. Dang, dude. Alright. Pull my spirits over. Tell them they move like a dwarf. Dang, we are taking some serious heat here. I might need to rethink my team comp at some point. Maybe Danica as our only healer was a bad choice. But yeah, I mean, the forest is cool. I appreciate that it just has a distinct feel from a generic forest that you'd find in maybe like other parts of the game or even other like fantasy type games. Typically when you think of a forest, it's like, you know, nature-y and there's a lot of, you know, living trees. But here, since everything's petrified into stone because of the Jade Wind, it just has a much more eerie feel to it. And there are certain parts of the forest where the canopy like completely covers the skybox essentially, so you can feel like you're just deep in this like really thick forest. And quite frankly, I think it does a better job in Guild Wars 1 of feeling like a spooky forest than it does in Guild Wars 2. But we'll save that for another time. My thoughts on End of Dragons. I know some of you are curious about that. Actually, let me know. Would you be interested in seeing a full review of End of Dragons? Because I may or may not have something cooking on the back burner. Oh, we got a boss here. Warden of Saprophytes? I don't know what that means. I love this skill, Summon Spirits. You just like pull them all right next to you, and they all start attacking the same guy. It's like a good old-fashioned 3-2-1 spike. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh no! Danica, you let me die. Just kidding, it was my own fault for sitting in the damage. Gosh, I hate that, like, clicky sound when, like, the thing doesn't work, like, your skill fails. Why did all of that just get reset? Did you see that? What is happening? I think it's UI volume. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Muted that annoying clicking sound. Wait, that just, like, totally messed up my... my like volume mixing. That's great. Dude, is that a dead end? Dang it. Wish I could mount on my sky scale. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I like about Guild Wars 1. You know, you have to actually go everywhere on foot. It just makes it feel like you're going on more of an adventure out there into the wilderness. I'm gonna pre-cast my spirits. Oh, this is a boss here. Dang. Murga Swift Spell. The spirit wall is saving everyone. Oh wait, they broke through my spirit wall. What do Brutus and Sheena even use? Wallow's Bite, Deathly Swarm. They're so bad. I know they're like cool, but it's like, dang. Lingering Curse. Oh no, our only healer is dead. That's not good. Okay. We can recover. We can recover. Okay, we should probably target the Guardian. I would assume that's some sort of healer, so let's take this guy. Yeah, it's funny, because of their, like, wallows, they're melee. So they're running, like, melee Necromancer builds, which... I know there are some, like, Necro touch skills out there, but that just can't be good. It's really poorly optimized characters. Not that there are henchmen that are usually good. Apart from Chio. Chio's Spirit Henchman is still the best henchman in the game, that's for sure. But Brutus and Sheena certainly leave a lot to be desired, that's for sure. Oh boy, a grape! Requires 11 restoration magic. That's... I could theoretically use that, but like... Why would I? No! He interrupted my Signet of Spirits. What a jerk face. Man, it feels like we've been out here for 1,000 years and I haven't even found the first guy yet. Dang, dude. Alright, I think this is going to take me to a town. And once I make it to the town, I think I'm going to rethink my henchman setup. Because as fun as the idea of bringing 2 rot wallows with me, I think that maybe we should maybe try to get a little bit of a better team going here. So I'm going to kick Sheena the Vile Henchman, and I'm assuming Professor Gay has healing abilities, so I'll bring him. I guess we have a protection henchman too, but I don't know. If I remember correctly, this guy heals. I could be way off. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Back in the Drawsack Thicket, the Ballsack Thicket. What? Alright, let's put this to the test here. See what kind of skills this guy is using. Union. Okay, he has support spirits. So that's something. Weapon of warding. Okay, better than nothing. Men, body, and soul. Okay, so he is definitely a healer. Confirmed. Because it's like, whenever you're playing Ritualist, you gotta be careful when you bring other Ritualists in your party, because if they have any of the same spirits as you, they, like, overwrite your spirits, and they just, like, die the second the new one gets created. Which is kind of annoying, you know? I don't like being, trolled by other Ritualists. Not a fan. Shakir Thousand Tail. Dude is so cool, he doesn't even have vowels in his name. That's one way to assert dominance. Another great thing about Summon Spirits is not only does it teleport your spirits, but it also heals them. So, It's a good way to keep them at full health, keep them topped off, because they're still relatively low level. These are only level 13, and this one is level 7, so... Spirits do a lot of damage, but they still, like, die super quick, so you gotta watch out for them. Dang, Onis. Gotta watch out for Onis, too. Oh gosh, what happened back here? Did we just aggro a whole group? I guess it's just the spirits. They can do their thing back there. Okay, we have found our first Kurzick, Santa Claus. Sweet, and now he joins our party. He is a monk with a sword. That's interesting. Is that like a reference to the guardian profession that came out in Guild Wars 2? Like foreshadowing? Melee monk? Alright, where is our next guy? Okay, our next guy is a little bit to the south here. So we next need to find Lieber. Kevin Lieber from Vsauce 2. See what he's up to. Since this guy Claus is a monk with a sword, what do you think this next guy is going to be? Is he going to be like an assassin with a staff? Something weird like that? Oh, dude, it's a Gaki. These are like the funniest looking dudes. Like they have like jiggly pot bellies, but they're a goat kind of thing. You could also get one in a summoning stone. And back in the day, my guild used to always love getting Gakis because they're like writ healers. So you get like a free healer added onto your party. Okay, Lieber. Oh, is he also a monk with a sword? That's uninteresting. Alright, fine by me. So, those of you that are following along in the lore, the Kurzicks here have something called juggernauts. And the Luxons have their siege turtles as their, you know, siege weaponry. And we encountered those in the Guyala hatchery mission, if you remember. And, you know, Luxons, they raise their siege turtles up with their eggs, and you have to defend the eggs and the babies to make sure they can grow into siege turtles. So they're like animals, you know? They're their own animals that they use as siege weapons. But the Kurzicks, the Juggernauts, they are these giant walking plant things that, like, you have to, like, sacrifice yourself to become one. So Claus Lieber and ex-Redemptor Berta are all gonna, like, get absorbed by these things called the Forever Tree to become Juggernauts. It's, like, kind of twisted, almost. Like, Luxon's just essentially, like, raise, like, oh, here's some animals we're gonna use for warfare. Kurzicks, like, convert their people into Juggernauts to fight for them. Lockpick? Ooh. 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 Damage plus 14% while in a stance. Dang, that was so close to being good, because Runic Axe actually looks sick. Look at that. Look at that skin. Dang, I wish that was like 1% higher. That would actually be worth something. Well, maybe not, but it would be a good weapon to have. Wait, oh, Lieber's dead? Dude, we fail. Oh, no! Guess what? We get to redo that. So, as you'll remember from Guild Wars 1, there are a lot of quests where NPCs need to be kept alive, and if they die, you fail and have to start over. Which is, you know, it's fine. But it's also a little bit frustrating sometimes because these NPCs famously like to die and be suicidal. Master Togo and Menlo are notorious for this, as you remember from Tanaki Temple when I did that back in the day. I'm going to pick up some buffs here from this spirit because why not? take all the help we can get, because obviously this is going great. All your ranger attributes are raised by 1. You may be thinking, I'm not a ranger, why would I want to buy this? But here's the thing, that includes expertise. So by buying this, I'm giving myself expertise, which reduces the cost of skills by a little bit. Probably won't do a whole lot, but it's still an interesting thing that you can get primary attributes from other professions from those shrine buffs. Okay, so now I get to redo everything that I just did, but this time I will be more careful. Oh, it's claws once again. Oh, he's got a different sword this time. Maybe that'll help you survive better, because it's looks like a tuning fork. But that's so funny. It's like, okay, here's a defense quest, and they give you the squishiest NPC available with a sword, a melee weapon, so he runs in to die. Yeah, if you remember the Luxon equivalent of this quest, we were escorting baby turtles with eggs to the Guyala hatchery. And now we're escorting human beings to be converted into soldiers. So I'm realizing if I wanted to be like super try-hard on this quest, what I could do is I could go clear out the entire path first, then go back and pick up the 3 NPCs. But I don't know, that seems like a sissy move. I gotta go in like a Chad and just do it normally, because first of all, it would take forever to do it the way that I'm thinking, and second of all, this really shouldn't be that hard. I just kind of wasn't paying attention, which is like, you know, this is how this game goes. Guild Wars 1, I always describe as a game that, like, is really not that difficult. You just have to pay attention. Like, one thing that is different about, like, Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 2's challenging content is, like, raids in Guild Wars 2, for example, or, like, challenge mode strikes or whatever, they are designed for you to, like, wipe several times. Like, that is kind of expected while you're progressing. I mean, look at the Harvest Temple thing that came out recently in Guild Wars 2. People spent, what was it, like five days trying to beat that. You know, there's unique mechanics that you have to learn each time. But in Guild Wars 1, even the elite areas, the combat is, like, relatively similar to how it is in the rest of the game. Like, the gameplay isn't that different. There's not wildly different mechanics that you have to learn. Guild Wars 1 as a whole is all just, you know, mob control and skills and bringing a good build. It has nothing to do with, like, learning random mechanics that will wipe you for no reason. You just have to pay attention, because it's like, if you aggro a mob that you're not wanting to fight and you're not prepared, or your skills are cooling down, like, you'll wipe. Or if you let NPCs wander off while you're rambling on about who knows what, they'll die. Like what happened to me 5 minutes ago. So Guild Wars 1 is not difficult. It's just, you just have to pay attention to what's going on. You have to pay attention to your build, you have to pay attention to your surroundings, and you should be good to go, you know? Especially since this is normal mode, like, I'm just... You'll always be my husband. Wait, what is happening right now? They've come for me. It's time to say goodbye. I'm not a man of many words, but please remember that I love you and that I do this for our family. Dude, that's sad. So Lieber is not only giving up his life to become a juggernaut, he's like leaving a wife behind. Like, seriously, people are Kurzick fans. Like, think of the humanitarian issues that arrive from this. They are using their own citizens that are like married with a family to just like become these big tree people to fight for them. I don't know, man, it's pretty messed up. Another reason why the Luxons are better. They at least, all they do is they just put turtles' lives at risk, not people, you know? It's just a turtle. PETA is on suicide watch after that statement. Don't cancel me. Dude, Lieber, where are you, man? See what I'm saying about paying attention? Like, I was talking about something dumb, and we lost our boy Lieber. Like, how? I think maybe I was supposed to wait for that dialogue to finish first, and then he, like, is scripted to follow you. But, you know, sometimes... Yeah, there he is. He was, like, trapped behind a corner over there. Remember what I said about paying attention, kids? There you go. There's the problem. That's probably what happened last time, too. Let's consult the archive footage and see. Okay, so we have our two guys. Now we have to get ex-Redemptor Berta. Still want to know why she's an ex-Redemptor. Maybe we'll find out in her dialogue when we find her. But seriously, that is like the #1 Guild Wars lore question that I want to know. Also, look at how much slower these guys are compared to the rest of our party. Come on. Get over here. Alright. Is it because they're not, like, within earshot of our shouts, or is it because they, like, are unable to be affected by our shouts? Either way, I don't like it. Dang, okay, we got a boss here. Bezer Wingstorm. And he's a Mesmer, so gotta be extra careful about that. Mesmer boss is dead. Obsidian Flash immune to spells. What's that all about? There she is. Ex-Redemptor Berta. Why are you not a Redemptor anymore? Tell me! There was a time when I was a respected Redemptor. Kurzicks from all houses came together to listen to my sermons, but then I failed my people and shamed my gods. By allowing my body to be transformed into a juggernaut, I hope that the gods will grant mercy and forgiveness. Please help me get to the Eternal Grove safely so that I can bring my repentance. Dang, that's even more twisted. So, like, she screwed up, and rather than the Kurzick people for, like, forgiving her, or the gods forgiving her. She now has to give her life to become a juggernaut, and just maybe that will redeem her, question mark. Okay, what's going on here? Hurry up, let's get the show on the road, people. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Cutscene time.
It's been a long time since we bested Shiro.
Yeah, you're right.
The same thing. I fear his return will not be
It
long.
was at least 2 years ago when I beat him.
You worry about things that will never come to pass.
Shiro is still a threat. The affliction will return.
Nonsense. Shiro is gone once again, and with him the affliction. You should know, you were there.
Yes, but
Shiro is in the past. We must be mindful of the present. The Luxons are the biggest threat to us Kurzicks, and it is to them we must shift our focus.
Baron Vesperg! Baron Vesperg!
What news?
Baron, the Luxons have breached the forest. They're on the march as we speak.
Wow, that was
To
close.
the Eternal Grove! Protect the Forever Trees! Kill the Luxon invaders!
Alright, we've made it to Eternal Grove. Arguably one of the most difficult missions in Factions, I would say tied with Tanaki Temple, which I still don't have masters on. This mission is essentially like a tower defense game, which is the best way to describe it. And back in the day, when henchmen didn't even have the ability to be flagged, this was especially difficult to do solo. But now that we live in the current year and we have access to heroes and henchmen, it should be slightly more doable, but it's going to be tricky. And the bonus for this mission is to keep everyone alive. You have the 3 trees that you have to protect, and you need to keep all 3 of them alive in order to get masters. So we're going to have our A game on here. I am going to bring Professor Gay again. Jamie the healer henchman, I think. And then, okay, we got domination, protection. So what I'm thinking is, since I have a henchman flag and I have hero flags, I'm going to try to do like a split up strategy. And henchmen can't be flagged individually, so I want the henchman team itself to be kind of like self-sustaining. So we'll have healers, and I also want damage on the henchman side. Either domination or blood magic, I think. Probably domination. I'm assuming he has some sort of good way to do damage. I don't feel like looking it up, so I'm not going to. Alright, let's go in. And I'm fully expecting to fail this at least once, so we'll see what happens. We have our 3 trees here, here, and here, and 2 gates that people come through. So what I usually do here is you kind of split each side with, like you split down the middle in half, essentially. One side defends one, the other side defends the other. So I am going to leave... Let's see, who here is a minion master? Gothic girlfriend. Number 3 should probably stay there. So this side will be more self-sustaining because we've got healing and minion master to kind of create more bodies. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to stay over here too with Spirit Spammer because most of our support is on this side. And obviously we need support to stay alive. So I'll just drop my spirits there. Basics put you on fight mode so you can actually do something. Check on the guys on this side. See how they're doing. And the waves, they start out relatively small, so there's not a lot to worry about, but it kind of gets progressively harder and harder as it goes on. More ambitious people may preemptively strike. They'll go out there and try to kill them before they come. Which I might actually do that, you know? We got siege turtles too, so that's no fun. Gotta take that out. Try to take it out with my spirits. Unflagged those henchmen so they can be with me here. Keeping my heroes up there though so they can defend if something happens to come. But yeah, these siege turtles will mess you up if unaccounted for. Alright, we've got enemies coming from both sides now. I'm going to attempt to aggro some of them. Oh, they're breaching the north wall. That's not good. That is not good. Send somebody over there. But keep my henchmen down here. I'm going to bring myself up. Dang, I'm slow. I should have brought some sort of movement skill. Spawn some spirits. And it's these tree singers that we want to keep alive. 12 of 12 are currently alive still, so that is a good sign. If any one of these dies, I believe that I fail Masters, which honestly, I'm not going for Masters right now, but at some point I might go back and try to complete everything, so I would obviously prefer to get Masters if I could. Put my heroes on this side, henchmen on the other side. They seem to be holding out pretty good for the time being. I'm going to try to kill this turtle with my spirits once again. Maybe bring somebody out here for some extra help. Alright, wow, that's doing pretty good actually. Hitting a lot of ones though, but that's fine. No, I tried to move him out of the siege attack, but it didn't quite work. Okay. Not bad. Dang, do something, spirits. Oh, Beta Simp is dead. We need some backup over here. Dang, dude. Okay, we're recovering. We're recovering. It's okay. We still have... Oh, we lost one. One is down. We just failed Masters, but that's okay. Just need to survive. Oh, dang. 10 remaining. Somebody's being attacked. Oh, no. A group is breached up here. Dang. Dude, the entire tree is dead! That's not good. It's not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. So since that entire side is fricked, I guess we can focus all our energy on the north side and these two trees, because obviously there's nothing to protect over here now. Unfortunate. I just need somebody to res me. Do we have a res at all? There we go. Alright, so I'll keep some heroes flagged here. for safekeeping, but actually I should probably bring them a little bit further back so that they can actually protect the trees themselves rather than just the gate, because if somebody comes to the other gate, then we'll have issues. So right now I have Gwen and my 3 henchmen with me, which should be enough to pick off people on my own, while leaving the 3 heroes back here flagged safely. Alright, we got a large group over here coming with a siege turtle. So I'm gonna like pre-stack my spirits. Bring them over here. Painful bond. Okay, the ads are dying pretty quickly, so that's good. Painful bond on the turtle. Dang, it takes no damage. Alright, I'm gonna double check on what's going on up here. Right. So they are doing an okay job of defending for the time being. Oh great, the tree singer died, but at least we got to summon a minion out of its corpse. So that's something. Six of 12 remaining. We've literally lost half of our tree singers. That is so bad. 2 siege turtles on this side, plus an entire group of rangers. Take them out with my spirits, preferably. Oh gosh. Yeah, siege turtles hurt. Okay. Alright, we need to take these guys out desperately. Make some spirits. Ball them up. Painful bond. You know the drill. At least that also draws some of the fire off of the tree singers, so that's good. Alright, 2 siege turtles down. But we have another one over here. Ooh, and a monstrous claw. Those are rare materials. Oh. Right in the Lucky Charms. Alright, so we reached the cutscene, but the mission is not over yet. He's got the white flag.
Here they come. More Luxons.
Haven't they had enough?
Hold! They're waving the white flag.
Uh-oh, afflicted. So this is basically like a repeat of Guyala Hatchery, where the Luxons and the Kurzicks have to team up, set aside their differences to take out the Afflicted. It's a touching story, really.
The Afflicted, they've returned. Nobody gets out of here alive unless we work together.
Baron Vosberg, he makes a good point. The Luxons are no longer the greatest threat to the Forever Trees. It couldn't hurt to have a few extra blades to help turn back the Afflicted.
Until further notice, the Luxons are our allies.
Dang, just like that, super
If anyone
quick.
has an argument with this, speak it now, or forever hold your peace. You stand with us now.
Dude, I know it's kind of cheesy,
Good.
but it's touching.
Now
It's a good
comes the hard
story.
part.
Here comes the fun part, that is for sure. Now we have to kind of go double time and defend from the Afflicted, which arguably are more dangerous than the Luxons, but I guess we'll find out. I'm going to do a similar setup to what I had before, except now we have the Luxon defenders here helping us out with their Reef Lurkers, which is always a fun thing. We have to face 12 groups of Afflicted. Dang, 12 Tree Singers, 12 Afflicted groups. It's kind of interesting that they chose the number 12 again. Okay, so I got henchmen on this side, heroes on that side, and I'm kind of like just going between them, bringing spirits over for support when needed. And over here we've got Gothic Girlfriend summoning some Bone Fiends, which is much appreciated. So this side kind of has inflated numbers because of the extra minions. Groups minting. Dang, that was one group. It's gonna take longer than I thought. Okay, so we got a smaller group there and a bigger group here, so I'll bring my assistants to this side. Oh no, a Ray of Judgment! Whew! A God Rod! It's so funny, Ray of Judgment used to be like a terrible skill back when it was released, but then they turned it into like the I'm a fire in my laser beam attack, and it became super good overnight. It's actually arguably not that good, but it just looks so cool that like it's good, you know? Oh no, the Reef Lurker! We lost a Reef Lurker. It's a sad day. Ooh, birthday cake. Okay, 7 groups remaining. We are doing all right. I think we can do this, actually. Sadly, did not get masters, but this is looking pretty good. The Adagio chorus back there doesn't get interrupted. They're talking about the tree singers. It's interesting. They like literally have to sing to the trees. I mean, I guess it's in the name, but for whatever reason I assumed that that was like figurative or something, but no, it sounds like they're actually singing because they're talking about like tempo and stuff. Can't you sing any faster if you doubled the tempo? Wouldn't the ceremony finish sooner? Okay, where are these afflicted? Do I have to like seek them out, or are they gonna come to us? Oh, nope, here they are. I'm gonna drop some preemptive spirits just for funsies. Okay, they're kind of like patrolling. Build the spirit wall here. Body block them all here so we can kill them easily. Oh, there's a huge group on the other side. Dang. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is getting sketch. No, base 6 is dead. Dang, what's she doing out there? Forgot how bad it is to have a warrior hero. They just, like, are honestly useless. Okay, we got this under control, I think. 4 groups remaining. Coming back to assist this side. Okay, that was kind of a lot of pressure, but we recovered. Dang, all these Luxons died already. Sad. I like the idea of body blocking the gate with spirits. That actually worked out pretty well. Okay, set up a wall over here. Good enough. Painful bond, all of them. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so I'll leave my spirits there, but I'll bring my actual character over here to kind of split the assistance evenly. Two spirits here, 3 spirits there. That's sort of even-ish. 2 groups remaining. Okay, okay. Alright, we've got a good thing going where we've got kind of a good even split across the 2 gates. 1 group remaining. I'm wondering if we could just bunch the entire group together. Ooh, putrid cysts! Rather than having a split now since there's only 1 group. Or does that mean, like, 1 group attacking from both sides? I guess we'll find out. Hello? Afflicted? Oh, there they are. Just trying to see what side they're going on. Okay, Afflicted Monk. And we got a Ritualist boss. Okay, we'll just like chip away at them as they come in. Base 6 is dead again. It's all coming back to me now. I remember that from the main playthrough. She would just die every 2 seconds. It's a fun thing in principle to have her with us, but she's really just not that good of a hero. Oh, dang, we got an assassin boss too. They can hit really hard, so we gotta be careful. Okay, we should probably take out the Ritualist first because he's doing a lot of healing. Don't stand in the ray of judgment. Don't do it. I know it's tempting. Okay, forget the flags. Let's all just group up as one party. Dang, he is hard to kill. Okay, Ritualist boss down. Now let's take out the assassin. Dang, that was a little bit stressful. Not gonna lie. All right. We did it. It was pretty scuffed, but we did it. Well, we got expert reward. That's better than nothing. I really didn't think I was going to get masters. This is one of those missions where you really do need real people to help you out. It's possible to do with heroes and henchmen, but not with my setup.
So, are you ready to believe now?
Believe what?
That Shiro has returned.
It's hard to argue with the evidence littered here at our feet.
Then it's settled? You'll help us gather the Kurzicks together to fight Shiro?
Yes, we're with you.
Even if that means fighting alongside the Luxons?
Until Shiro has been destroyed, we will look upon the Luxons as our allies.
Well then, I think our work here is done. Let us go find Master Togo.
If you're looking for Master Togo, you will find him with our champion, Argo, at the Harvest Temple.
Then we must go to the Harvest Temple.
Hey, we did it. Now if you want to see what happens next in the story, you can scroll back through my old videos and find the one where I go to the Harvest Temple mission on Waking Waters and pretend like we took the Kurzick route instead of the Luxon route, if you want to get the full immersion experience. But yeah, we did it. That was the Kurzick side of the story. Technically there's still one more mission, but it's just like walked to a mission that we've already done. I could do it theoretically, but this video's gone on, I think, long enough. But if there is any interest in watching me walk to Harvest Temple again, let me know. Yeah, so this was fun. I'm glad that I finally got around to doing this. I really wanted to do this like back when I finished my faction series, but life kind of got in the way and just a lot happened. But I always love Guild Wars and I always love making videos. It's just, I'm not some bratty high school kid like I was back in 2008 with like no life, able to make a guide every 5 seconds like I did back then. But I still do want to stay active on this channel. I know that a lot of you have been reaching out to me on Twitter and messaging me in Guild Wars 2 and stuff saying that you want more Guild Wars 1 content on the channel and that you are hoping that I do a Nightfall playthrough at some point to continue my series. And I want to let you guys know that I do intend on doing that. I want to have a complete playthrough of all of the Guild Wars games on this channel at some point. So I haven't quit. I am just a lot busier than I used to be, but I do want to find time to do that. So keep an eye out for that and stay subscribed. Don't leave me just yet, because I don't want to leave you. Dang, I don't want to sell this runic axe because it looks really cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Doombox signing. I'll be back. Yeah.